Hey, it's Will from WubVidz. I'm here with Darude at a Magic Music Festival.
Hi.
All right, first off, I did some research on you, and I saw that you used to live in Roswell, Georgia. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
That's cool, because I live like 20 minutes away from there in Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I lived there for about 6 years. My wife's family is from those corners, and I wouldn't call myself Atlantan or Australian or whatever, but I enjoyed my time here, and it's really cool from playing here. I played in clubs in Atlanta and at some like raves and stuff, but haven't done this kind of festival, so it's very exciting.
So what
to
would
see.
be your favorite venue, favorite festival that you've ever done?
Well, I think that's quite easy. Tomorrowland must be, I mean, it's the biggest I've done. Everything about it is great, like the tech is awesome, the catering, how they treat their artists, DJs in the backstage, and all that is really, really cool. But also just the seeing it. Also, I had a day or two to hang out and just be, a festival goer myself. It's really well organized, and they get the best DJs in the world. And that would be
Awesome. So what do you do?
But I'm expecting Imagine to,
Go top it.
yeah, top that.
Okay. So the night before a show, what do you do to prepare?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep?
Yeah. Well, I try to. I don't. So what my show preparation when I do regular DJ sets is basically just along the week, along the month. The day off, I download tracks, check tracks. I don't really practice much in terms of technical DJing. I know that stuff. If I need to learn a trick or something, then I obviously test it out. But it's mainly about finding tracks and sort of thinking about the set flow. And I have active list of tracks, and every once in a while a track drops out. I've played it out for me or for the crowd, and then I bring tracks in, and then the playlist sort of lives like that. Some tracks stay a little longer, some shorter time, and then when I go and play, I know my tracks really well, but I plan really well. But the planning means that I have, for a 2-hour set, of which I play like 35, 40 records, I would have 200 records in my playlist. So then I'll just go from skip this one, skip this one, like kind of as I go.
Okay. So have you ever been to a University of South Carolina game where players come out to your song?
I have not, and I've also never received a dime from that.
Oh,
so.
really?
But it's pretty amazing seeing 80,000 people jumping to a track, doing the t-shirt or towel spins and whatnot. So I'm not all angry about that. It's pretty cool. I played in both of the Carolinas several times before, and we've actually talked about possibly doing something, maybe with the Gamecocks or somebody having something to do with them. But we'll see if and when that happens.
If you weren't making music, what would you do?
I would be probably still working at a computer store. I was repair tech at an authorized Apple seller in Finland before I started my sort of music career, or before it started. I love sort of customer service and or interaction, so I think I would be content with that.
That's cool. So what was your inspiration? Let's go back to Sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
What was your inspiration?
It's the same as basically with any music. There's many aspects of life. Just now, I mean, I've got 2 kids and a wife and a dog, and things I love and things I see every day and am responsible often for. But then musically, it's just any track that I like is basically inspiration. Like, I never think of copying a piece of music, but I often think of somehow copying the vibe that something gives me. And often I do, not actively, but I recognize that often I listen to a track either at a club, somebody's playing it, I hear it, and then I don't systematically try to remember what the track was exactly about, but I go with that idea in my head and try to put that out in my own melodies and everything, and even if the tracks will turn out completely different, but I still know the sort of combining vibe or whatever it is, and that's my inspiration in a lot of times.
Okay. So we're gonna do a couple fun questions.
Oh, these were not fun yet.
Oh well. I'm just trying to loosen you up. Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized horses, or would you rather fight one horse-sized sheep?
It'd be fun kicking them around the 100 horses, yeah.
Okay, another one.
I'd have a chance at least. That big horse-sized beak, yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to stop time or be able to fly?
Stopping time would be amazing in some ways, but I somehow think that I'd rather fly the rest of the time I have.
Okay.
Have the ability, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do the same.
Yeah.
Last question. So I'm a music maker myself. I try to play around with software and make music. So for people who are aspiring musicians like me, do you have any sort of advice?
How much time do you have? First of all, make music for yourself. Don't ever think of like, hey, what would make that crowd go crazy, or what would my friend like? Just make it for yourself. Because first of all, that's how it should be for whatever reason. But then also, like, if you get somewhere with it, imagine getting successfully even a little bit with something that you're not actually 100% behind. You just made it for somebody. Then you'll be stuck doing that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it doesn't matter what tools you use. Everything today is good enough. Every DAW, every audio card, every synth, they're good enough for. It's just all about your imagination. And then outside of the actual production, where you just should let it flow and see where it takes you. That's how I do it. Don't be a dick. Like, promote yourself like crazy, but don't post on somebody's wall without permission, or don't this and that. Just promote yourself. Be a good guy, and connect with like-minded people. That's how you get somewhere. If you're not a DJ, become some sort of a DJ, because then you'll be at the clubs where you might have international headliners, for instance. You can befriend them, or at least you can slip them a link or a USB stick or whatever, and that way push your song forward.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This was great advice. Real quick, could you give a shout out to WubVidz?
Hi, this is Darude, and this is WubVidz, and this is Imagine Music Festival, and mine is blown already, and I haven't even played yet.